Thank you again for being here. Thank you for showing up for Palestine. And I'm guessing for all the things that you show up in everything that's happening, because of course this is about Palestine, but so many more things are happening. Sudan, Congo, Iran, Haiti, so many parts of the world. And I hope that, I think I feel I'm preaching to the choir because I know everybody here is very aware and you're searching for information and sharing and speaking up. And I hope that that creates ripples, and so that people that are not so much in the know and start, knowing and educating themselves and just breaking the silence. So we'll start our second half, and we'll start again with poetry. And this is somebody who I really appreciate, who writes wonderful poetry, but also is a wonderful person. And she has just come out of wonderful, I'm saying wonderful so much, I don't have any more adjectives, but a show called 5 Stages in the Fringe this year, that I want to see twice, I think. I brought people because I liked it so much, and it was about exploring the 5 stages of grief. And I'll just give a bit of an introduction. So it's Beth MacDonald. She's a poet with a long history of writing silly poems about beautiful leaves and list poems. Her current focus is on writing poems of trans joy and trans rage, which is very entitled. Trans rage, because oh my god, I can't even start to talk about the government here, and all the people that they let just influence the decisions that are affecting so many trans and in general queer people. But sorry, I'll just go back. I'm digressing. So she also writes poems that queer religious figures, and a sequence of poems about eating fruit that aren't just about eating fruit. I don't know if I was supposed to use that tone in that part, but in preparation for Fringe 2025. So please a big applause for my friend Beth MacDonald.
Hello, one and all. Thank you so much, Tere. Thank you for all you put in the effort. This is incredible. I realise one of the slightly problematic things about having the level of ADHD that I have is when I wrote that intro, I hadn't written my set list, and I'm actually doing none of the poems I mentioned in that. I am going to do one which I did in the Fringe show last year. It's the opening poem. I'm not going to go into the actual grief, sad poems, because poetry is a hard enough sell, and Out of Sad Poems is a really tough sell in August, but this one is based on a real piece of advice I have been given in my life. And it is simply titled 9 Pieces of Advice I Wish I'd Been Given Earlier. The only other note I'm going to give you about this poem is the first 2 pieces of advice in this poem were both given to me by my maths teacher during maths class when we were 14. I don't know if this made him a good or bad teacher. 1, if you genuinely believe no one cares if you live or die, don't pay your credit card. 2, eagles may soar, but weasels don't get caught in jet engines. 3, don't wear white socks with a suit. Don't wear black shoes with a blue suit. Don't button the bottom button of a waistcoat. Don't let anyone tell you how to dress. If you're comfortable in it, then it's not going to hurt anyone. Wear what you want. 4, if you wear your heart on your sleeve, you will discover it is much easier to break. 5, when you feel that everything is too much, when there's not enough time in the world for all the pressure in your bones to abate, when you can feel only earthquakes in your ribs, breathe in, count to 4 and breathe out. It is the oldest magic I know and will always heal you. 6, hang up on it. This is probably not the most important thing you are going to do in your life, so if you do not do this perfectly, nothing bad is going to happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. Realize it's all small stuff. 7, never make eye contact with someone eating a banana. There is subtext in that moment that will take you days to wash off. 8. Never break up with someone in an ice cream shop. Never break up with someone by email, letter, text message, skywriting, pigeon, and never break up with someone by getting your friend to tell their friend to tell them. Never spend 18 months breaking up with someone. You will always do them more damage than you intend. And what is it to say that you love if not that you will stop doing the damage? 9. They're going to die. Whoever they are and whatever they mean to you, they are going to die. And you will feel like the bottom of the ocean has moved into your chest, and you will burn that ocean into desert with the conviction that you are not feeling anything as basic as grief. And when you feel like that, there is a mathematical certainty that someone else is feeling that exact same thing. Which is not to say that you are not special. It is to say, thank God you are not special. Even in this, you are not alone. Thank you. So the next two I'm going to do are a little pair. I will very quickly double check 2 whiskey-based culture touch points. Does anyone know by minor hollering what a whiskey pebble is?
Yeah, like the use it instead of ice.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes. So, traditionally a whiskey pebble is a small flat stone that you make very, very cold and you put in your whiskey to chill it without diluting it. Because capitalism, you can now buy ceramic ice cubes which do the same thing. A few years back, me and a couple of friends went up to the middle of Scotland, and my friend and I had brought very expensive whiskey that we were going to have, and we brought cigars, and we finally kind of begged to get an evening to share these things with each other. And our partners at the time were like, that's fine, get one evening. Okay, fine, we'll take it. So the day we arrived, my friend and I spent 2.5 hours searching for the perfect whiskey pebbles in the stream behind the house we were staying in, while our partners stood on the edge, staring at us like they were going to kill us and throw our bodies into the river. In apology to them, I wrote this poem, which is a poem about what we did that day. It's called Whiskey Pebbles. The day after arrival, take a long walk into the glen. If possible, find a derelict farm. Explore it. Climb the few remaining walls, discover where the others used to be before the wind took them for sport. Then, go to the edge of the burn, preferably not long after a rainstorm you're looking to catch the shimmer where water clings to the good pebbles, and you want the good pebbles. Though it may take hours to find them, balance each in your hand. The right one will not weigh too much, will fit snugly in the palm, will have kept something of the sun in its skin, but if held in the river for a moment, comes out with a cool of ice. Take a friend for the walk. Good whiskey is designed to be shared, and finding pebbles is a job for company. They are often found in pairs or triples, so deep pockets are considered essential, as is a sacrifice to the gods of skimming. The water will yield more of its treasure when you offer back to it the first prize pebble you encounter. Freeze them when you get back. Then, with the endlessness of stars above, stand together and drink to the memories. Thank you. Second sort of, whiskey culture touch point. Does anyone know what the angel share is? If I say that?
Yeah.
Beautiful. For anyone who doesn't know, because Scottish people love whiskey and are somehow deeply poetic, when you are distilling whiskey and it's in the barrels, a certain amount of it will just evaporate off because of the high alcohol content. And we are very poetic, so we call that the angel share. Conversely, the bottom of the barrel of whiskey, where a lot of the sediment will fall and it gets incredibly potent, for want of a better term of phrase, we call the devil's cut, because it's kind of baked into our bones. This one is, again, talking of whiskey and companionship and community. And it's simply called Angel Share. The part with all the energy burns off quickest. The vapors disappear into air through windows, mixing with bird feathers, salt spray, rivers that rush to the sea. Even the clouds are getting drunk. The whiskey keeps the heart, but the angels take the soul. Some of the best offerings come without blood or ashes. The part with all the memory burns off quickest. So drink deepest from the special moments and share a glass with angels later. Thank you. One of the things when I was prepping a set list for this, I did realise there was a shocking lack of political work in my oeuvre. And I have a poem that does feel kind of opposite. It's not about this particular conflict, but it is about kind of gesturing into that. But the background for it is actually a little dumb for a writer. I have this prompt that I love using, which is asking people for 10 random words. I will ask you for what I want, and you just give me whatever you think off the top of your head. And I have to use them all in a poem. Now, usually you end up with some interesting things, but when I was in my office one day, I was incredibly bored, and I told my colleague that this is what I wanted to do. I told him why I was asking for these 10 words and what I intended to do with them. So he decided, because he was my friend, but he was in fact also a dickhead, to give me the 10 most annoying words he could think of, including, amongst others, Luxembourg, 1942, fuchsia, cheesecake, and Steve. So he sent me this, and I wrote this poem, and I sent it back to him, and I've never quite enjoyed watching someone react to what I've done with their words. This is a very convenient thing if you ever decide to do that prompt, whack a couple of words in the title, because it really gets them out of the way quickly. This is Luxembourg, 1942. Yes. If he could tell you, he would say that it feels nothing like falling asleep. There is no well-lit cinemascope flashback of your life. He would say that he remembered not everything, not even necessarily the good things, just some of the things. The first time he walked into Prospect Park Zoo, laughing at the elephant moms bathing their children with water collected in their trunks. His grandmother, eccentric as only Italian heritage can make you, but baker of the most delicious cheesecake east of the Hudson. And his brother, Steve, so burdened by life, except that one night on Coney Island, the sun painting across the sky in gold, white, scarlet, lilac, and fuchsia, and the bluest sky he had ever seen, until Luxembourg. First tour, 1942. 9th Infantry Private First Class, 12123586. When a bullet took away his ability to walk, and he was carried on a makeshift stretcher through a field of wheat, he had always thought it would sound like waves. But when the wind's in the right mood, the moving stock sounds somewhere between stern and outright angry, as if the very earth was running out of space to keep the blood. Thank you. I've got three more. One very, very quick one, which I'm going to just pop in there as a tiny little bit of a palate cleanser. It is simply called Hypothetically, and I feel it is an incredibly universal experience. We said the word out loud for the first time only a day ago, but we've been saying it hypothetically, of course, for months. In every glance, every smile shared over dinner, in lips softly bitten, in eager kisses, in cigarettes proffered between fingers, and in the silence. We said it most in the silences where we just were without ever noticing the turn of the clock. It is surprising how many ways you can say love without using the word. Thank you. This one doesn't really need a huge amount of explanation. It is called The Gravedigger. He rises with the light, when dawn paints the sky into something very close to life. He tends the graves no one else will. When his clothes are worn out, he rips them into rags, washes the gravestones with them, using water from a bucket he fills from the font of every baptism without a baby. He remembers every stone, the colour, the flowers it has most often, how it smells in the rain, the way the sunlight settles into carved letters. No one would remember him. The man made of overalls with thin smile and strong hands. The gravedigger leaves one plot open every day, just in case. He dreams but will tell no one of what. There is something of dreaming that does not fit with the digging of last beds. He is not allowed such luxuries. He wakes in the night, flecks of soil beneath his skin. He cannot make it through a whole night of rest anymore. He has known men who tend instrument bone graveyards, carve themselves brothers and sisters and gods from living trees, has walked aisles of beaches bearing names. His work is less creative, but will stand for longer. He has known women of folded air, bright fire, deep water, has heard their singing, but cannot touch them. There is too much earth in him. He is always grounded. Though he writes names obsessively, he is not calling you to an early death. He condemns nothing to dust, but dust. He leaves one plot open every day, just in case. Thank you. And I have one final piece. Thank you again, Tere. Thank you for all of you for listening. This was one of the last poems I did in the 5 Stages Grief Fringe show. It was one of the poems for stage 5, Acceptance, and it feels, since I've written it, it feels more and more and more and more relevant. It is called Stained Glass. 1. They're going to leave. It may be death, it may be distance, it may be heartbreak, it may just be time, but they are going to leave. 2. She still makes spaghetti the way her first-year university girlfriend did. Chopped bacon, sour cream, flash-boiled pasta. He has a playlist of songs he knows from the lover he hopped the CityLink to see. I still love Sex and the City because it was my ex's comfort show, and one time she shared her comfort with me. They wear red because their grandmother always smiled when they do. She carries a lighter in her pocket every day because she never would have met her best friend if she hadn't needed a light on a rainy Friday outside the cat house in Glasgow. He dances in his kitchen when he gets good news because she told him it doesn't stop being magic just because you know how it works. I know that every human action comes from anger, hope, fear, or love because a friend and I solved the human condition playing GTA 3 aged 15. They read The Hogfather every Christmas because their friend never got a chance to read it before See You Tomorrow became Ashes to Ashes. 3. Do you have to die for me to say that I miss you? 4. We are stained glass, a painted, perfect, beautiful window made to catch the light, to glitter and glisten, formed from the pieces of colour sprinkled in our lives by the ones that we love and the ones who love us. 5. Just because they're gone doesn't mean they're not still with you. Thank you.
Very awkward because I have to introduce myself. But but first what I'll do is that I'll read some of Sondos' poems from her book Aerie Tales. Remember, we are selling her books there. It's a beautiful printing that we did in Typewriter. I'll just get the book. And it has really nice art by Ken Tanaka, Japanese artist. He's the one kind of creating this community of people who are translating the poems into different languages and getting them printed. This is the first batch. We are thinking about printing another one in the future. This has just been done, but it's in the future. If you're following me and you're interested in sponsoring the second batch, you're welcome to, and we'll be very grateful. But for now, if you want to buy a book, they're there. Okay, so I'll just talk a little bit about Sondos. She was born January 9th, 1995 in Gaza. She suffered from all kinds of tragedy, loss, pain, destruction, starvation, and the list of endless horrors that Israel creates in Palestine that we know. Obviously, this started way before October 23. And she studied English literature at the Islamic University of Gaza. And she says so herself. This is the bio that you can find in the book. So she says, "The bullet that doesn't kill me, it gives me life again." From here, she starts her adventures in life. She says writing is medicine. She writes in both Arabic and English. She has 2 brothers, and she enjoys cooking, reading, and chatting with friends. This is her first book of poetry, and it's wonderful. So I will read a couple of her poems. And I just want to say, this batch was sponsored by Alan Ling, Adeli, and Patiu Saviano. So the first poem that I'll read is called Escape to a Flowery World. I closed my eyes, ears, and lips, leaving behind this blind, deaf, and dumb world, going away to a place where there is life, to a flowery world. I only wish I could melt with those flowers and be just like them, breathing and dancing with life. The second one that I'll read is Game Over. I am a clown washing the sadness off my face and drawing a smile instead. No one wants to see my tears in any place. They only want to see my red nose. How can I cry when my role is to make people laugh? How can I become as that guy, crying, laughing, and all those stuff? Shall I continue my life as I am, as a game with a specific role? Shall I continue my life as I am, as I do not have feeling or a soul? No. No. Game is over. I will take off the mask and wipe the paint and be as I want to be. And the last one that I will read, and if you want to know more, you have to buy the book. I'll just read a last one that's called A Message Without a Number as We Have Lost Count. Pain is not like any pain. Our hearts are shattered. The flame of everything I go through destroys my depths, a flame that does not subside. Inside me there is crying and heartbreak, but I cannot shed tears. The peak of tragedy is to lose the ability to cry. Even the voices inside me are suffocated because words are worthless and meaningless in the presence of the various images of death that surround us from all directions. Nothing remains. Everything has gone. I am not well at all. Our lifetime stopped on the 7th of October, and the clock never started again. How can we go back in time to before? I always pray to God to guide me to arrange my sorrows quietly without breaking into a big pile of sadness. I fail every time. A lot of misery, but no words. Silence speaks louder than words here in Gaza. but I am afraid of losing the ability to speak ever again. Thank you. Okay, so well, now I'll introduce myself, but first I want to invite my dear friends who are playing with me, Jose Rojas and Helena Redman, to the stage so we can set up. Yeah, I'm Tere. Hi. I am, thank you. I am from Chile. I have Italian and Lebanese roots. And yeah, I've been writing poetry since I was a teenager, songs since I was 11. It's always been a way of processing my emotions. And the songs that I will share today with you, I wrote them in a moment that my meditation practice was a bit more consistent, and so you'll hear that in the lyrics. And they're basically why I chose these songs. There are 4 songs that we'll share with you. It's because I wrote them in a moment that I was trying to practice a lot of self-compassion and kind of holding myself and at the same time holding other people, like learning to hold myself with that compassion helped me hold others better. So I hope that I'm sharing it with you in hopes that you will feel held in this never-ending grief that we're living. The first song is called If I Was an Old Woman. If I was an old woman sitting on a bench and I saw myself passing by, I would tell myself sweetly, no matter what they say, honey, you must follow your heart. I would tell myself sweetly, no matter what they say, honey, you must follow your heart. If I was an old woman meeting a new life, I would hold them in my arms, and I'd say to them, cherish every moment of your life, but then learn to let go. There's no point in holding on to what doesn't belong. If with the blessings I've had. Yes, I whisper with gratitude. May the rest of my life be filled with the blessings I've had. But I'm not an old woman, and you're not a new life. This isn't the end of our time. There's time still to recover from the unlived life. We are here, we are now. There's still time. There's time still to recover from the unlived life. We are here, we are now. There's still time. Thank you. You can find that song on Spotify and all the platforms if you follow me, Tere Bertucci. I recorded that by myself during the pandemic in Chile. It's not very good quality, but I like it, and you can hear it with headphones to kind of regulate your nervous system. If you want. Yeah. So the next one is the car. So this next one, I wrote it while I was living in Manchester. I had just left Chile a few months ago. It was my first time. I left Chile after at 30, so it wasn't like, oh no, I'm a new baby going out, but it was my first time away and by myself, away from the people that I've known all my life. So it was, it was it was really hard. Still is. It's always hard being far from your home. But it's also about, the things that you live when you're away, or any type of journey that you take, and that kind of you are losing layers of what you thought you were before. It's called The Wings. Sorry, I'm just standing on some cables. Okay. Sorry. They tried to put me in a box without realizing that my box was the outside of their cage. And so I opened my wings and flew, believing that I was escaping my old truth. Halfway there I turned around, I saw only the ocean, felt nostalgic for the ground. But something within me started to sing. There's no turning back once you have spread your wings. I tried to put the pain on hold without realizing it was the first passenger to board. And so I had to open the door and let it in to protect it from the cold. I felt the grip of fear inside, telling me to quit and descend back to safe land. But something within me started to sing. You are the space that holds everything. But something within me started to sing. There's no turning back once you have spread your wings. My feathers tried to hold on to me without realizing that I didn't need the layers to go on. And so they started falling on, and beneath the surface I discovered there was gold. And for the first time I could see through the eyes of truth, and I felt comfort in the wind, and something within me started to sing. You will be alright, we're headed towards the spring. And something within me started to sing. You are the space that holds everything. And something within me started to sing. There's no turning back once Once you have spread your wings, be alright. Thank you. Sorry about the out of tune guitar. Oh my god. So this next song is called Maitri. I don't know if anybody here practices Buddhism or just meditation. But Maitri is the Sanskrit for metta or loving kindness, and it's a practice about just generating goodwill and good wishes towards oneself and the world. That's very like a summary. And so I wrote this song after a retreat, and actually the first verse, the lyrics is a poem that a friend, Fabrice, wrote for me after that retreat, and it's just about the feeling of this very warm feeling of that you can create within yourself, for yourself, but also with other people. Just have some water. Also, this is my first time playing with other musicians and friends my music. I usually play by myself, and I'm so grateful because Elena and Jose are making my songs sound so good. Not good already. I hope I get it right this time. Okay. So this is my tree. Oh wait, sorry, Elena. I'm sorry because I forgot about something very important. But that's great. That's the song. No. So there's one part in the middle that I wrote it meaning to like kind of pause and breathe. So when you hear this, we'll do it 4 times. When you hear this, it's time for you to breathe with us. So I hope we all breathe together. So this is in and out. Okay? That was the instruction.
Mhm.
Sorry. Okay. Again. I'll keep a place for you. I'll have it warm and welcoming by the fireplace, a guitar or two for meditating and for singing. I'll work hard like a busy bee to have the sweetest honey, the food for thought and melodies to love, spirit and body. Ooh, I'll set the table for tea with the finest tea set from my cabinet, and the scone so warm and the tablecloth so lovely, and on it I'll put flowers. So much love in this little space, so much comfort all around us. I will keep it soft and keep it safe, like a blanket protecting us from trouble. And if it gets dusty, and if it gets messy, and if it breaks open, I will love it more, I will love it more. And if it cracks in 1,000 parts, the sun will come and warm it all up. And if it hurts, I'll hold it, I'll hold you, you'll hold me. Thank you. Thank you. And this last one, the last one is in Spanish. It's called The Mountain, La Montaña. And I wrote it, I think, 2009, so a while ago. So, yeah, for those of you who don't speak Spanish, it's just about, I think when I wrote it, I was thinking just about, I wish I would be as steady and as steady as a mountain. So that's basically it. That's okay, right? Me gustaría ser como la vieja montaña que espera y saluda al sol. Como la montaña que no va cuando la ser como la vieja montaña que espera y saluda al sol, como la montaña que no va cuando la llama. Me gustaría saber y dejar Well, I'm going to introduce Joan. Jose, you already know. He needs no introduction. And I'm going to introduce him while he awkwardly sits there. So, this is Joan Blasco, this person here. He's a pianist, guitarist, and composer that loves to blend modern music. Ooh, nice. Like New Soul with Brazilian and Latin American music. He composes in Spanish, Catalan, and English. His passion is to merge Spanish and Latin American folk, like flamenco and son, with the new modern UK jazz sound. Give an applause to John.
Okay. So first of all, before we start, thank you very much for Tere and all the people that is organizing such a magnificent event and much needed initiative. Thank you very much, honestly. And Home Bar and the Sound Technician for having me. Thank you very much. So yes, my name is Joan Blasco. That's also, that was very ambitious, that introduction, but yeah. So yes, I play and I try to merge Latin American music with modern sort of sounds and all that. We are gonna start with this is Jose. Thank you very much, Jose. So the very first one is gonna be a kind of bossa jazz standard. where you live. Memories of stars, the love you give. Days we were alone and you're open arms. Something in your eyes, mesmerizing. Sometimes I get lost between the magic dawn, the one desire, and you're the only one that brings me home. And the night just feels over my skin, and then you just wanna play along all along. Sort of jump over Blue Bossa. And yes, we are gonna continue now with I mostly do most of the times originals, but I think we wanted to bring some Latin, so in such a wonderful event and all of that, people just dance and share a drink and have a laugh and I will dance as well. So this one is a very kind of well-known cover as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Somebody that will make look like a clown. This kind of yes, you got to tell us. So for the next one, okay, so we have. We'll go for samba, okay? Or let's continue. There is another Cuban which is called Read the Sky that I wrote a while ago. It's some sort of mix between Latin and rock, kind of ways or something like that. So, yes, this one is called Read the Sky. I'm gonna look for the lyrics, which 99% of the time I made them up, to be honest. I like to improvise over it, so it's okay, but now, just gonna check them. Okay. Or perhaps not, because I cannot find them. So I love Jose. I've been watching him play, and every now and then, very lucky, and I'm very happy to be here with him. I'm afraid we didn't have much time of, like putting all this beauty together, but yeah, I wanted to come here with him on the stage as well and to just vibe and enjoy some Latin together as well, which is always a beautiful initiative. And now we're going to continue with Maribel. Maribel is Spring Onion is an original that I wrote a while ago. Yes, we do a lot of samba. I have a trio that, by the way, we are playing tomorrow at Biblios, 2 hours and a half. Very welcome everyone to come. So we will be displaying all our originals, a mix of samba, Latin music and all of that. And this one, Spring Onion, is a song that was used for Aerie Tales, a documentary about Latin American sort of, well, not sort of, Latin American influenced documentaries. It was music, culture, or politics. So it was very interesting, and this is, yeah, Spring Weather. That's kind of a sample of what we do when we have our trio set and all that. A sample of what we will be doing tomorrow as well, a promotion on Biblios, Bibar, I don't know if it's called like that anymore. So, and the next one is also an original, which is based on a Cuban influence. Some sort of Guajira. Is it Guajira? Guajira, with a little bit of montunos and everything. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and it's an original that was written on a just with jam and improvisation as well. So thank you very much. That was us. Thank you, Tere, and everyone for organizing. We'll be playing tomorrow at Biblios 9 until 11. So everyone that wants to come over and enjoy some of the samba, Latin music, and everything, well, that is very welcome. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, folks. Damn banjos, always feedbacking and backing, feeding back. Yeah, you know. Thanks a lot. That was Long to Be Gone, one of my songs. Very chuffed to have Jose Rojas finally on percussions together on our first gig as an Tajam duo with Jose. We've been working on these songs for like 25 years, maybe, something like that. Yeah, so we finally get the chance to.
All my age.
Yeah, I don't remember when we started, but anyway, it's been a while. We get a chance to play them finally once. We're gonna do a couple of songs. I'm right in the spot of the heater, so it's getting hot here, which is nice and balmy. I'm gonna tune down, and we got another one. Alright, I wanted to say thanks very much to Tere and everybody else for organizing this thing. First of all, as you know, raising funds for Palestine and people over there. And I also came up with a little idea for this song that usually doesn't include this little bit, but we're gonna do it today. Many years ago, I visited the West Bank back then with my brother. It's been a while. And I just remember the kindness of the people that hosted us and like basically gave us a house to stay, and we felt really like, well, you know, you are almost refugees and you're giving us a place to stay, so that's unbelievable. And then I remember also the joyfulness of lots of people and kids that we went along the street in Nablus, this place in the West Bank, and everybody seemed to sing us a song with so much hope. And I remember hardly the melody, because I never think I got it, but I remember the lyrics that I really wanted to learn, because I thought it was a really good message. And So the message was, it will be peace, it will be peace. I saw it in a film, I saw it in a dream. So that really stuck with me for many years, and I thought I wanted to sing that tonight. So we're gonna do it in the middle of the song, but I thought if I did that while the percussions and stuff is going on, it's gonna be getting lost probably. So I wanted to get everybody, first of all, to get acquainted with the song a little bit first. So let's see. It goes, Ya salam, ya salam. Everybody go. Ya salam, ya salam. Ana shuftak bil aflam. You guys are pretty good. Ana shuftak bil ahlam. That's pretty good. Ya salam, ya salam.
Ya salam, ya salam.
Ya salam, ya salam.
Ya salam, ya salam.
Ana shuftak bil aflam.
Ana shuftak bil aflam.
Ana shuftak bil ahlam.
Ana shuftak bil aflam.
That's pretty good. Amazing. The moment is gonna come when we're gonna scream a little bit, and I'm gonna go like, is everybody ready? Everybody ready? Everybody ready out there? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? And then I'm gonna go, yes salam, and everybody get it. Catch the bounce right away. Yes salam, okay? And I bet you remember the rest with no problem. Woo! Yo!
I told you I love reverb.
I know how much you love that reverb, yo! We launch it. so down, and the sun could be shining around. And everyone thought it was such the best thing. I thought the picture, and I don't know what it meant. But everyone was listening, yeah. Everyone around was listening. Back away, back away, back away, back away, back away. Back away, back away, back away, back away, back away. Back away, back away, back away, back away, back away. Back away, back away, back away, back away, back away. Now remember that song I was talking about?
Stop it.